Hello, my name is Joseph Tobias, and today I just want to briefly talk about something very important, and that is the fact that God has given you the power to change your circumstances. You may wonder, what am I talking about? I know most of us find ourselves in places, in situations in life that we prefer not to be in. You see, for me, I was born poor. I grew up in a poor family, and that's something that was out of my control. But you see, as I grew older, I realized something. There was one thing that God has put within my means of control, and that is the choices that I make. That's a gift that God has given you, and that's a gift that God has given me. That despite our circumstances, God has given us the gift of making a choice. A choice required to changing the circumstances that we find ourselves in. My circumstances weren't pretty. The situations around me look impossible, but I still have a choice to make. A choice to make the right choice daily for a long period of time to begin to see the necessary change it takes to change my circumstances. I believe it's uncomfortable. It is painful. Sometimes it's not that we don't know the change required to change our circumstances, but sometimes we often know too well the pain required in making the changes required, that we prefer to lay there and sleep in our comfort zone rather than making the choices required for the change that we want to see. I've struggled for many years to maintain my weight. You see, I'm very active. I play basketball, I play volleyball sometimes, I play soccer, and I try to stay active. But I struggle with maintaining my weight, and I know why. It's because I love to take sweet things. I love sugar. My wife knows me. I put a lot of sugar in milk and what I take, and you know, that affects you. And I know if I take these things out, I'll be able to maintain, my fitness way better than I am doing presently. But the comfort there makes it almost impossible for me on a daily basis to make that choice to change or to do what is required for me to maintain the level of fitness that I want to do. I'm just unwilling to let go. So the point I'm making is this. Sometimes it's not that we don't know the changes required, but we know that these changes will bring pain. But in that pain is like the ingredients necessary to change the very thing that you find yourself in. You want a better education, you have to study hard. You want to grow your business, you have to work hard. You have to put in more time. You want to preach better for those in ministry, or you want to impact more life. There are necessary steps you have to take. There's a work you have to put in to see the necessary change that is required to change your circumstances and the place that you find yourself in life. Sometimes we see this big mountain that looks like it's called impossible, that there is nothing we can do. And maybe that's how your circumstance looks today, impossible. But I just want to encourage you and to remind you, there's a power that God has put in the inside of you. The power of making a choice that will bring the change you want. Take a baby step today. Put one foot in front of the other. The right choice may not be the easy choice, but it is the right choice. The right choice may be the uncomfortable choice, but it is the right choice. So keep taking one step at a time, one day at a time. It's like a building block. Keep building, keep building. See, no one may see the change necessary. No one needs to see it. God sees it, and God is calling you to that place. Because the best you can be is the you that God has called you to be. So don't let the comfort zone that you're in determine the place that God has called you to be. And I want to encourage you, take that step, push yourself, make that choice. And today might just be for you to make that first choice. And I'm calling on you, and I'm encouraging you, and I'm pushing you. Push yourself, make that choice. I'll push myself. Together Let's move on to be the best that God has called us to be. Don't allow the comforts of the now hinder the better that God is calling you towards. So make that choice, because with that choice is the ability to change your circumstances. All right. Thanks for watching this video, and I pray God's blessings on you. Bye-bye.